Hey, total y'all family at this time. May the peace of y'all come upon you. And I'd like to say total y'all and hallelujah for to all the family that helping me during the times of need for the donation, and thank for all the brothers and sisters that acknowledge on the day of my birth, which is the day. I'd like to say total y'all for you. You know that is wonderful. That's family love and care. I thank you. So this is a real important message right here. The sign of a baby and Masiyah. And so we're going to cover this. Everything that's comes from the book of Yashayah that they call Isaiah right here. And the name should have been more like this. They got Yeshayah, but I say Yashayah. So we're going to cover this dealing with chapter 8. And we're going to take a closer look. This particular translation is called the scriptures at this time. So we're going to look here in chapter 8, and this way we're going to start over here, because something is very important. Yah, our creator, chose one nation, and we are the nation that bear his name. And you're going to fully see what that means. So I want to add this here into the text, into this message. I'm going to go to Daniel for a moment. In chapter 9, in the book of Daniel, verse 19. So we can get something established. It say right here, Yah, it say, oh Yah, hear. Oh Yah, forgive. Oh Yah, listen. And act. Do not delay for your own sake, my Barah. They got Elohim, but it's my Barah, my creator. For your city, see, the capital city that was in Yada, where the temple was at, in Yada, it said your city, your people are called by your name. You see that? Some translators say bear his name, have his name. See, the capital city is not called Jerusalem. It's called Yashalom. So keep that in mind. We bear his name. Now to confirm that, we go right here. So it's something so important. Our names was very important. And it carried meanings back in the day. Strong meanings. It connects us with our creator. So right here in Isaiah is very important. In chapter 8, in verse 18 reads right here, it say, look, look, I and the children. This Isaiah talking about him and his children whom Yah has given me. See how they leave something out. They say for signs and wonders. And Yashayel Yah from Yah of hosts who dwells on Mount Zion. So I'm going to have to leave this translation right here. And cover everything from this translation. I'm going to do the rest of my message from this translation right here called, give me a moment, the Living Bible Paraphrase Translation. All translations are paraphrased, by the way, because it's not the original. So keep that in mind. So right here, just take it closer to the original right here, brother and sister, in this statement right here of Yashayah the prophet. Chapter 8. In verse 18 right here. Give me a moment. Let me get there. Because right here in chapter 8, you will see Yashayah have two sons. But in chapter 7, it was talking about another son that I'm going to cover next. Of somebody else. But this show you on the record of his two sons in this particular translation right here. So let's get into it right here. Give me a moment. Verse 8. Let me make sure I got 8. Let me go up right here. It say, I and the children Barah has given me. Has symbolic names. See, the name also this symbolic names that reveal the plans of Yah, of heaven's army for his people. See? It says Yashayah, they covering his name, but they got it translated wrong. Yashayah means Yah. They got Jehovah. See that how they got Yah and Jehovah, you know that's false anyway. But nevertheless, it's Yahshua, but will save his people. See, Yah will save his people. Yahshua. Yah will save his people. Yah. So now, here goes son. Share Yahshu means a remnant shall return. And Mehar Sha'al Hashbaz means your enemies will soon be destroyed. See, them is two sons that have symbolic names. But the prophet Yahshua right there had the name of the Creator in this. He bear the name of the Creator. So let me go down a little bit. I just want to read a little extra right here. I'm gonna read from there. I'm gonna read from there and go down to 20. I'm just gonna go and read 19. It says, "So why are you trying to find out the future by consulting witches and mediums?" It said, "Don't listen to their whispering or mutterings. Can the living find out the future from the dead? Why ask your bara?" It said, "Why ask your bara? Why not ask your bara?" Because you can't find out the things of Yah from the dead. So right here, it says, check the witches' words against the words of Yah. See, bara. He said, if this message are different from mine, it is because I have not sent them. For they have no light or truth in them. See, these are the words of Yah, brothers and sisters. Some translations say, if they speak not according to the law, the Torah, and the testimonies of Yah, they have no light in them, brothers and sisters. So keep that in mind. What you see, I started off with that to show you the people of Yah have symbolical names. And they are for signs. I want you to keep your mind on signs. It's so important for signs. They're symbolic for signs and wonders. So keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. In chapter 7, verse 11 and 16, I'm going to show you this prophecy about this baby. And about this sign of this baby. That they say this baby was Jesus or Yahushua or Yahusha or Yahusha. But right here, if you read carefully, 1 to 16, I'm not going to cover all of that. I'm going to start off with verse right here, verse 11, and read the verse 16. You can see the time period of the baby. And the sign was for who? Chapter 11 right here. It said, ask me for a sign, Ahaz. See, the sign was always for the king Ahaz. Because when you read the scripture right here, in verse 1, it says, during the reign of Ahaz, the son of Yathan, the grandson of Uzziah of Yashalom, was attacked by King Rezin of Syria and King Pekah of Yashayelah, the son of Remilah. See, the king Pekah was of the northern nation. Remember, the northern nation and southern nation had jealousy against each other. I hope I can get all of this in this one particular scripture. Then I'm going to put something out to you at the very end. So the northern nation and the southern nation were always at each other. Remember, the kingdom got divided. And Solomon's son made the rest of the nation work harder. And that's why it got divided. And this all came about because of Solomon's sins. So nevertheless, these two kings came against Ahaz of Yada. Remember how y'all promised Dawid there was always going to remain a king on the throne of Dawid. They tried to dethrone that and alter the plans of Yah. That's why Abiyah stepped in and Ahaz was afraid. So now we cover it back right here, and then you'll begin to see that. So it said, ask me for a sign, back to verse 11, Ahaz, to prove that I will indeed crush your enemies. As I have said, ask anything. you light in heaven or on the earth. See, he was asked because he's going to crush his enemies. King Rizin of Syria and King Pekah of Yashael Israel of the northern nation. So keep that in mind. That was the purpose for the sign, to show him. And let's read it. You're going to see that. Verse 12. It said, then Yashael said, skimming. Then Isaiah said, O house of David, you aren't satisfied to exhaust my patience. You exhausted Yah as well. All right, then. Yah himself will choose the sign. A child shall be born to a virgin. And she shall be called, and she shall call him Emmanuel Yah. They got a meaning, God is with us, which that's false. Emmanuel Yah. Yah is with us. Right here. This is the clincher. It said, by the time this child is weaned and knows right from wrong, the two kings you feared so much, the king of Yashael and Syria, will both be dead. Brothers and sisters, that's self-explanatory. The baby was a sign for Ahaz. The baby was born in the time of the king Ahaz. It was a sign before this baby know right from wrong, the two kings going to be dead. See, in the same time, while the prophet was alive, Yashael, while Ahaz was alive, and the two kings. That's the furthest that story get with that baby. That baby was never a Messiah, brothers and sisters. That you could go over in the New Testament, and they use the same prophecy, but that prophecy was already fulfilled in the time of Ahaz. And see, that right there destroyed the whole New Testament, brothers and sisters, because it starts with the baby. And that was their theory. That was their falsehood. That's how they twist the scriptures, brothers and sisters. It's right there. Many people never been told the true story. That's why you don't know the true story. You've been taught lies by people saying this baby is this baby is that. So we cover that. I don't have to stay too long. Go back and rehearse that in your time. So let me continue. In chapter 11, it's something very important. Because now you're going to see the true Messiah that is coming in our time. It was in for our time. It had nothing to do with that baby, brothers and sisters. This is the truth right here. Chapter 11, verse 1, it says, the royal line of David will be cut off, chopped down like a tree. That took place, brothers and sisters. When the Greeks came in, the fourth beast came in, the Maccabees was in that same time period, and they were the last known group that was in there to try to withstand the fourth beast, but eventually everybody got put out of land or killed and taken away as slaves. So nevertheless, it's right here. It says, the royal line of David will be cut off, chopped down like a tree. But from the stump will grow a shoot. See? A new branch. See, they got a beat. Let's go to the footnote. See, the footnote right here, the beat. See, they slid the word Christ, then they got the Messiah. The word Christ is supposed to be another word for supposed to be anointed. See, tell you that's falsehood. But the Messiah right there. See, it says, so should grow, a stump will grow a Messiah. Yes. A new branch from the old root, see, of David. And the spirit of Yah shall rest upon him. The spirit of wisdom, understanding, counsel, and might. The spirit of knowledge. The fear of Yah. See, he's going to have the fear of Yah. His delight will be obedience to Yah. He will not judge by the appearance and false evidence or hearsay, but will defend the poor and exploit. He will rule against the wicked who oppress them. See that? So keep that in mind as we continue. It said, for he will be clothed with fairness and with truth. So these are the characteristics and known qualities of this one. As I'm going to go down to verse 10 to verse 14, and that should be the end. It say, in that day, he who created the royal dynasty of David will be a banner. See, he that who they kind of got this twist. He who comes from the royal dynasty of David will be a banner of salvation to all the world. You see? They got a footnote right here. See how they got I lost my place. They got C. We're gonna cover C. It's a literally the root of Jesse, possibly the meaning is the heir of David royal line. See, that's what it's the heir. It's the heir, the seed of David's royal line. So right there, let me keep going. Will be the banner. See, it will be a banner. A banner is a sign, a flag, a sign of salvation to all the world. See, this offspring of David that's going to be the Messiah will be a banner of salvation to all the world. The nation will rally. Remember, I'm telling you about rally. Will rally to him. For the land where he lives will be they got glorious place. It's at that time Yah will bring back a remnant of his people for the second time. You see that? During the rallying process, and he is a sign of salvation, the nation will rally to him. For the land where he lived will be a glorious place. And at that time, Yah will bring back a remnant of his people for the second time, returning them to the land of Yah. See what's going to take place in the reign, in the life of this branch, this Messiah, returning them to the land of Yah from Assyria up in Lower Egypt, Ethiopia, Elam, Babylonia, Hamath, and all the distant coastlines. He will raise, the branch of David, will raise a flag among the nations. Meditate on this, family. It's so important. You're seeing the works of the real Messiah. This knowledge was for this time period. No. See, all these people that came before me lied to you. The Messiah gonna do this, the Messiah did that, the Messiah gonna do this, the Messiah did that. This is the Messiah right here, brothers and sisters. For our time period. It says he will raise a flag among the nations for them to rally to. You see that? He will gather the scattered Yah from the ends of the earth. See, he will gather the scattered Yah from the ends of the earth. Then at last, the jealousy between Yah, which is, they got Israel and Yah, will end. You see that? When it's going to end, remember that sign in chapter 8, verse 4, 8 has, because the jealousy of Israel, the northern nation, teamed up with Assyria to try to attack King Ahaz and dethrone him. But Abiyah gave him a sign of that baby. Emmanuel was going to be born. And before the baby know right from wrong, the two kings are going to be dead that sought to dethrone him. So keep that in your mind. It said that at last, the jealousy between Yah and Yah will end, and they will not fight each other anymore. Together they will fly against the nations possessing their land, on the east and on the west, uniting forces to destroy them. And they will occupy the nations of Edom and Moab and Ammon. You keep this in your heart, brothers and sisters. These are the words of Yah I give you. And these are the words of Yah I'm going to leave with you to meditate on, brothers and sisters. All the things you heard before about the Messiah was lies, brothers and sisters. That New Testament talk about. All 100% lies. This is the work of the Messiah in our lifetime. He going to raise a flag. This Messiah is a sign of our salvation. Y'all salvation for our nation. He said, if the nation going to rally to this one in aid to help the people get back home. You got to know all of these scriptures, but I know them. And now it's my job to give them to you to know. You've been lied to. You've been lied to by many people. The people you had didn't heart lied to you, brothers and sisters. And some of them didn't intentionally want to lie to you. That's the way they've been taught to lie. So they lied to you. Some didn't lie to you intentionally. They lied to you because they are under that great deception of the New Testament. Because you're no greater than your teacher, brothers and sisters, each and every one of you. Me too. It's there, brothers and sisters. I showed you. So all can read in their own Bible. I didn't make these scriptures up, brothers and sisters. I just repeat them. I just bear records of them. It's plain and simple. Only a foolish one will try to overturn the words of Yah. When Yah said, each and every one of you, if you want to be in Yah's kingdom, gotta rally to the branch of Dawid. Each and every one is not the branch of Dawid. Remember, it's the branch of Dawid, then it's the branch of Yah, or the righteous branch. That's totally two different things. The body in whole is the righteous branch of Dawid that represents and walk in the ways of Yah. But then you got one that is of Dawid.